with my whole heart, even when we fell apart. Every touch, every word I shared was given fully unaware. I trusted you with all my pain, hoped you loved me back again. But honesty can't always stay when love drifts quietly away. I held my hope, I held my trust, even when the nights were dust. I gave my all, I gave my truth, even when you doubted my youth. I smiled through tears, I spoke in care, even when your eyes weren't there. I loved too much, I loved too clear, and now I face this lonely fear. I thought if I gave all of me, you'd stay, you'd fight, you'd see. I'll rise from love that couldn't stay, learn to breathe, learn to say that some hearts break, some love fades, but I'll keep mine through the days. I'll find a way to heal, to see the love I gave was worthy, free. Though you left and I remain, I'll carry truth beyond the pain. Some love is fierce, some hearts drift, some lessons leave a quiet rift. I'll honor all I gave to you and find a way to start anew. I loved you too honestly, held my heart where you could see every word, every tear I cried. Every time I tried, I gave my soul, I gave my life, even through the endless night. I loved you too honestly, and now I set my heart free. Gently I heal, quietly I live. I gave you pieces of my soul, hoped you'd make the broken whole. Every word I said, every glance I stole was met with silence, left untold. I stayed through storms you didn't see, gave my heart endlessly, but you walked out, left it bare, and I'm still standing here somewhere. The echoes linger where you went, all the love that never meant. I carried hope you wouldn't keep, fell into nights that never sleep. I whispered dreams that went unheard, every promise, every word I loved completely, gave my all, yet you left me unfinished, letting me fall. I thought love could mend, could heal, but some hearts gather the strength I need to find the love I deserve, the light I crave, the heart I'll guard, the soul I save. Though the pain is deep, though the nights are long, I'll sing my truth, I'll find my song. You may have gone, but I remain. I'll build myself from all this pain. Some love breaks without a trace, some hearts leave an empty space. I'll honor all I gave to you and find a way to start anew. You left me unfinished, pieces scattered in the dark. Every heartbeat, every wish fell away, leaving its mark. I gave my all, I gave my best. Now I stand with this unrest. You left me unfinished, and I'm learning to softly I breathe, quietly I rise. When you left, I stayed behind, holding the pieces you'd left to find. Every room still smelled of you, every memory, every hue. I stayed where love once lived, hoped for a sign, hoped you'd give. Even when your hands were gone, I held the love that lingered on. I whispered prayers into the night, hope my heart could bear the fight. Every tear became a song of loving you when it was wrong. I stayed in silence, stayed in pain, watched the sun and waited for rain. Though love had walked another way, I kept the light that could not stay. I thought if I stayed long enough, love might return from the rock. I stayed after love left, through every shadow, every left. I held your memory, held my heart, even when the world fell apart. I stayed for moments, stayed for truth, even when love had no proof. I stayed after love left, and I'll rise again, my soul's bereft. I'll find my way beyond the tears, carry my heart through coming years. Though nights are long, though mornings gray, I'll honor the love I couldn't sway. The space you left taught me to grow, taught me patience I didn't know. I stayed behind, but now I see the strength I hold is inside me. Some hearts leave, some hearts return, some lessons come from love we learn. I'll cherish what I gave to you I live. The room is silent, but my mind is loud. I hear your voice beneath the cloud. Every laugh, every tear, every glance replays in my nights like a trance. I reach for the warmth that's no longer there. Empty sheets, empty air. I thought time could help me forget, but my heart remembers everything yet. I see your shadow in the moonlight's glow. Every step you took, every place I know. I hold the memories close, I hold them tight. Even as I face another lonely night, I whispered secrets you never knew. Loved you fully, though you withdrew. The moments linger, they never leave. I'm trapped in the love I still believe. I tried to sleep, I tried to hide, but your echo stays inside. My nights remember everything, the love, the loss, the sting, every word I didn't say. Every time I hoped you'd stay, I closed my eyes, but you remain in every shadow, in every pain. My nights remember everything, and I feel you in everything. The stars above can't guide me now. I'm lost in the memories somehow. I'll learn to breathe, I'll learn to see. Even if my nights still hold the key. The love we had, the love I gave will live in me beyond the grave. Though time may pass, though dawn may rise, your memory lingers in my eyes. Some hearts remember too much. Some souls can't escape the touch. I'll honor what I held so true, even when I face a world without you. My nights remember everything, the love, the loss, the sting, every word I didn't say. Every time I hoped you'd stay, I closed my eyes, but you remain in every shadow, in every pain. My nights remember everything, and I carry you in everything. Quietly I breathe, softly I grieve. I gave my heart without a shield, every secret, every field. I trusted you with all I had, even when the moments made me sad. I loved without a safety net. Every hope, every regret, I ran toward the fire to rise, ignoring all the warning signs. I held you close through storm and pain, even when the skies were gray with rain. I sacrificed my peace, my rest, to love you fully, to give my best. I stayed when I should have run, hoped your love could be the sun. But shadows grew when light once shone. I realized I was too alone. I thought love would heal, would protect, but my heart was left to reflect. I loved you without safety, held my soul in your hands. I gave my all, I gave freely, even when you didn't understand. Every tear, every sleepless night, every whisper plea in the quiet light. I loved you without safety, and I'll carry the scars with me. I'll mend the cracks, I'll guard my heart, learn to love without falling apart. The lessons etched, the pain I bear, will teach me to be aware. Though love can wound, though love can fade, I'll honor the trust that I gave. I'll rise again, I'll find my place, even after your leaving grace. Some hearts give without a shield, some souls are left to heal. I'll carry all I learned from you, and find a love that's true. I loved you without safety, held my soul in your hands. I gave my all, I gave freely, even when you didn't understand. Every tear, every sleepless night, every whispered plea in the quiet light. I loved you without safety, and now I'll rise into the light. Gently I heal, slowly I feel. I woke in the silence of your leaving, caught between hope and grieving. Every memory floats in my mind, your touch, your laugh, the love I couldn't find. I linger where our shadows meet, between reality and dreams so sweet. I held my heart where you once lay, hoping you'd somehow stay. I whispered words you'd never hear, felt your absence crystal clear. Every dreams are gone, though love is thin, I'll find my strength from deep within. I'll honor the time our hearts once shared, the gentle moments when we cared. Even if you never came back, I'll rise and leave the past intact. Some love exists in a space unseen. Some hearts drift where dreams have been. I'll cherish all I held for you and find my light in what is true. You left me between dreams where nothing is quite what it seems. I held your shadow, held your name. In the quiet I feel the pain. I love you past the night and day. Even when you walked away, you left me between dreams. And now I rise from quietly I breathe softly. I heal. My heart forgot how to hope when you left. All the promises faded, all the theft. I gave my love, I gave my dreams, only to find you weren't what it seems. Every night, every quiet sigh held the weight of your goodbye. I tried to reach, I tried to fight, but love slipped away into the night. I stayed in shadows, I stayed in fear, hoping somehow you'd reappear. But hearts can wander, hearts can stray, and mine was lost when you walked away. Every smile I wore, every tear I hid, every time I hoped, every time I slid into the memory of all we were, I realized hope had left for sure. I thought if I waited, love would come, but hope can fade when hearts feel numb. My heart forgot how to hope, lost in the space where love can cope. I gave my all, I gave my soul, even when love took its toll. I stayed in pain, I stayed in fear, even when nothing could appear. My heart forgot how to hope, and now I rise. I'll learn to cope. I'll take the pieces of my broken heart, build a life I'll find my way and see the sun of a brighter day. Some hearts leave, some hearts stay, some love drifts along the way. I'll honor all I gave to you and step into a life that's true. My heart forgot all my hope, lost in the space where love can't cope. I gave my all, I gave my soul, even when love took its toll. I stayed in pain, I stayed in fear, even when nothing could appear. My heart forgot how to hold, and now I rise, I learn to cope. Softly I breathe, quietly I live. I gave you all my softness, all my care, every heartbeat, every prayer. You held it lightly, let it drift away, and left me broken at the edge of day. I trusted you with fragile parts, every secret, every heart. But love like ours can sometimes bend, and I was left to comprehend. I stayed awake through endless nights, remembering all our fleeting heights, every word I whispered, every sigh felt like wings too weak to fly. I gave my heart, I gave my soul, even when love took its toll. You left me here to understand how tenderness slips through open hands. Or it thought if I loved you enough, you'd see me, you'd feel my touch. I gave you all my softness, even when it met with darkness. I held my heart, I held my tears, cherish all I gave to you and step into a life that's true. I gave you all my softness, even when it met with darkness. I held my heart, I held my tears, even when love disappeared. I stayed in hope, I stayed in pain, even when nothing could remain. I gave you all my softness, and now I rise, I love again. Softly I breathe, quietly I live. I watched our love fade in shadows, slowly, quietly. No one knows the colors we painted, once so bright, turned to gray in the fading light. I reached for you in empty air, hoping somehow you'd still care. But love slipped through fingers, soft and slow, leaving me here where the cold winds blow. Every laugh we shared, every tear, echoes of you that I still hear. I held my heart where your shadow lay, even as you slowly drifted away. I whispered your name into the night, hoping to bring back what felt right. But darkness grew where we used to shine, and I realized I'd lost what was mine. I thought love could stay if I held tight, but shadows consume the brightest light. Love faded in shadows, left me longing for tomorrows. I held your memory, held my soul, even when the world lost control. I stayed in hope, I stayed in pain, even when nothing could remain. Love faded in shadows, and now I rise, I'll find my glow. I'll carry lessons from what we knew, the love I gave, the heart I grew. Though shadows linger, I'll see the day when my heart finds its own way. Even if you never return, I'll light the fire some love is made. I'll honor what I gave to you and step into a life that's true. Love faded in shadows, left me longing for tomorrows. I held your memory, held my soul. Even when the world lost control, I stayed in hope, I stayed in pain. Even when nothing could remain, love faded in shadows, and now I rise. I'll find my glow. Softly I breathe, gently I live. You walked away calmly, no words, no fight. Left me standing in the fading light. I held my heart in trembling hands, watching love slip like grains of sand. Every moment we shared, every glance felt like a dream, a fleeting chance. I whispered softly, hoping you'd see the love I carried so endlessly. I stayed in the silence, stayed in the pain, wondering if love would return again. But your steps were steady, your eyes were clear. You left without a trace, without fear. Every tear, every sigh, every sleepless night held the memory of our fading light. Even when love chose to walk away, I held my heart, I chose to stay. I thought if I waited, you might turn, but some hearts never yearn. You walked away